So do you think people are waking up? You know, I wrote my book that came out a few years ago called Secrets of a Metaphysical Flight Attendant, because I had my own personal spiritually transformative experience back in the 70s when I was in my mid 20s. And I went on from there to travel the world. I got married 3 times. I explored a lot of different aspects of life. I mean, I've done a lot of things, to tell you the truth. I've had a pretty good time doing it too. I got to meet a lot of interesting people. I got to check out a lot of things. You know, I became a stewardess back in the 60s because I saw these 3 UFOs up close. Wanted to find out where they were coming from. That just fascinated me. Then met a metaphysical teacher who taught me how to use my imagination to create what I wanted. It worked. Then I needed a spiritual healing. So I went to a spiritual healer, and that worked. I mean, Jesus was right when he said, all you have to do is knock and the door will be opened. Ask and it will be given unto you. You just have to know how to ask. If you're begging and pleading and feeling unworthy, it's a lot harder to see miracles happen in your life. But if you know that thoughts are things, it's your beliefs that are running the show, your subconscious mind, all the patterning that you've put into your personality, which is how you relate to the world. If it's not working properly, you need to reprogram it. You need to know how to reprogram it. You need to nourish yourself with positive books and teachings. And you need to know when to do things that will lead you to what you so desire and live in peace. So many people are still asleep. I'm amazed. You know, we're going through a very, very difficult time on planet Earth, and it's usually difficult times that wake people up because adversity is God's opportunity. When you have an adverse situation running your show, you want to find a solution, and that solution lies within when you surrender to your higher power, the God within you. And if you study the teachings of Jesus, you will learn how to do these things. There are other mystics that have come along that have taken his teachings and similar teachings that awaken us to the realization that we're not just a physical body. We are infinite, and we have infinite power within ourselves that we can tap into in order to rise above problems when they come along and free ourselves. That's why I wrote my book, because as an average person, a stewardess, I had these experiences, and I figured if I can have things happen that wake me up and free me from fear and anxiety and still have a good time living in this 3-dimensional world, you can too. So I just wanted to share my story so that you might get some insights from the lessons that I learned, because I love to read books written by people who have had spiritual awakenings. It's always fascinating to compare notes.